Okay, off collar. This is the transmission out of the F100. That was one of the first videos on my channel of building that truck. So we got some pretty bad synchronizers. That's why first gear is pretty much non-existent. But went on a little road trip yesterday and picked up this guy. Should be a direct replacement. We got a floor shifter set up on it right now, a Hurst Indy, and for now I think we're just going to take all that off and stick with the column shift that's already on there. So pulled it out from under here. We still have the column shift in there. I kind of want to leave it that way, but we're gonna do a little cleanup on this guy. Probably pop the top cover and see what it looks like on there. Definitely gonna have to clean up these splines and all this area, get it looking good, change the fluid on there. Maybe down the road we'll see about putting that Hurst floor shifter in. We'll see. But for now, that's the really bad part. Pretty sure it should not do that. I did paint this one when I had the truck all apart, but that's what we got for now. I'll catch up with you when I clean up the other one and do the install. Alright, let's try to pop the shifter off. See if I got long enough extension. Yep. Hopefully the impact will take it off. Easy peasy. Maybe. Get our shift, or our, not the shift cable. Oh. Try that speedometer cable. Get that out of our way. This bolt has been in there for a long time, I'm guessing. Okay. Hold down. Sure. Why wouldn't want to come out? Been in there forever. Guess. Maybe a screwdriver. A little tap. Nope. That's not happening. Shit. sure. Just pop it out. Well, try another method. Maybe we can wiggle it. Well, why would anything be easy? Wow. Okay. This is how it's gonna be. Watch me struggle. Maybe channel locks. And aha! There we go. That's off. That's out of the way. Let's see. Put that back in so we don't lose it. Put our bolts back in since we don't need those for the column shift. Definitely don't need our gigantic extension now. Maybe. Let's see how all these come off. Reverse. Okay. There's that. Aha. Put this hardware back on so I don't lose it. Of course. Get the other one off. Well then. Okay. Let's try this. Wow. Alright. Maybe our impact will get it now. There we go. Shifter. Put this guy back on. You're gonna want to clean those threads up. That I believe we don't need because this is a older, well, newer, not older, newer transmission. And for my research, that's something to do with newer trucks and emissions. Let's see what else we can do. Guess we'll spin that around. See how this cleans up. Not terrible. We're gonna need that pretty smooth for our pilot bearing when it goes back into the flywheel. Let's see how this works. Oh yeah. Nothing a little elbow grease can't fix. And we're getting shiny again. Good. Input shaft feels pretty good. Sure, this is pretty boring to you guys. So, if you made it this far, good to you. Those look pretty good. Let's see what we can do with this. Leave this clean because this is where the throwout bearing will go. So we want that clean. Lubricate that a little bit before we put it back in. Looks like it's cleaning up pretty good. Scrape off some of that. Just the joys of working on old stuff. Perfect? Nope. Just good enough. Wire brush out here soon. And then we'll hit it with some brake clean and try and knock all the oil and years of dirt and grease. Try to make it a little bit prettier. Is anybody gonna see it under the truck? Probably not. Do I know it's there? Yes. So, this is just for me. Surprisingly, not as dirty as I thought. Up. Oh, there's the jackpot. Let's see what this guy can do. Oh yeah. Pretty good. Okay, well, that's a lot better. Give her the old brake clean bath. Oh yeah. Alright, well, we'll let that dry. I'll catch up with you when it's time to paint. Okay guys, couldn't really get a good shot of getting this thing underneath the truck, but hopefully you can see a little bit. Got it on my jack here, and we'll see if we can get this thing in there. Hopefully it'll be nice to me and just go in there. Probably not. Maybe. So let's see if we can get it to go. Well, what are we looking at here? Must be a little too high. Let it down a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't fall off the jack. Oh, that's not it. Well, so what are we hitting on? Well, looks like we're catching on the throb bearing, maybe? Go down a touch. Maybe. Slowly. Like that. Oh yeah. Now maybe it'll roll in. Oh, look at that. Okay. Now we gotta go back up a little bit. Maybe. This is a lot of fun. Oh boy. Oh, I think. Oh my God. Huh. And just like that, it just falls in. What do you know? Sometimes, I guess if you just hold your tongue right, it goes in. Me being a comedian, laying on my back. Probably nobody thinks that's funny. Except for me. I gotta move this light. There. Now if we can just get a bolt started, that would be cool. Still don't know how much you guys can see from this angle, but probably just the back of my head. Not the best view. Holy crap, that one went in. Woohoo! Okay, well, sometimes things just work out for you. I got 2 out of the 4 bolts in. The other 2 over here. Probably just blocking the camera again. Ugh. Yep, that happens. Definitely just feels like I'm out here talking to myself. That's alright. Maybe some of you guys will find amusement in it. Maybe. I don't know why that one won't start. Well, I guess I better go get the ratchet. Try to get those in. Okay, let's see if I grab the right socket. Anybody's guess? Haha, 5/8. Yes, if it doesn't go in by hand, I just force it to go. Hey, maybe. I don't know. Can't see nothing. Look at that. Okay. Maybe I can get to that one so you can see it. All right. 2 more bolts. And we can get the jack out of here. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Magically laying on the floor uncomfortable. And we got a transmission. I just left this in there for installation. That is not the right speedometer cable. I do have that one. It never worked before, so hopefully with this transmission it will. Now, like an idiot, I pushed that jack away. And I need to jack it up to put the cross member in. Never mind. You gotta tighten the jack first. It sure does help for it to go up. Okay, hopefully that's high enough to get this in. Are we lucky? No. Aha! Look at that. Okay. Now, where did I? Oh, yep. Strategically place those bolts. When I can't talk. When I say strategically, I mean I just threw them under here. Aha! There's that one. Oh, now this was smart. I left it in the frame rail. Ooh. Which hole? This one? Maybe? Good grief. Oh. Yeah, sure. Right there. That does not really fit in there that well. Huh. I guess we'll just thread it in. If that works, right? Sure. Put the nut on. Hopefully that will sit right down on there. Where did I put the other bolt? Well, that cross member's in, but I gotta figure out how to scoot it over so I can get that bolt to line up. That's fun, right? That's the good time of old vehicles. If it was easy, anybody could do it, right? Look at that. Oh, well, maybe. Now it's aligned. Does it really matter which way the bolt goes in? Probably not. go this way. Is it gonna fit? Oh yeah. So close. This surprisingly went easier than I thought it would. You never know how those are gonna go when you try to line everything up. Now that looks to be pretty good. Let's get the jack out of here, because we don't care about that. Now, what are the odds I can finagle this drive shaft back in? Put it in neutral, dum-dum. Is that neutral? Nope, this is. So, aha. Probably should have took the drive shaft off, but I just pried it out of the way. Why? Because it's easier. Is it the right way? No. Do I care? Nope. Because, whoa, dirt in your face. That's always fun. Saved me a little time, especially because I was working by myself. So, let's see. Oh, nope. That's not gonna work. Watch this fall in my face on camera. Yep, definitely fun. Maybe we go back this way and let it fall down. I don't know, but I think if I put it back in gear right there, that might be easier. Hope you guys are enjoying watching this. I just ate 10 pounds of dirt. Guaranteed. Oh, that's not so bad. Just a little bit more. You know. Really did not think this through about putting it back together. Or for that to happen. Huh. That's cool. Hopefully all those... Yeah, they did. Okay. Maybe I need a different tool. Oh, wait. Is that working? I'll be... No. Holy crap. I think it did. Oh. Well. I guess sometimes you win. Huh. Look at that. I did not think that was going to work. I'll be darned. That's pretty cool. Huh. Well, let's get our drive shaft straps on. This definitely went easier than I expected, except for the 10 pounds of dirt I just ate. Guess that's for the love of the hobby. Sure will be nice if this really good used transmission has an operational first gear. Be able to do a lot more driving this thing. Maybe we can take some action shots of it going down the road, if anybody's interested. I don't know. It's a pretty fun old truck. Definitely me just rambling again. But still figuring out all this video and stuff. So here we are. Strap number 2. Maybe. Please. Aha. Wait for it. Oh, yeah. Hopefully get the shift cables on and the speedometer hooked up, and we'll catch up with you, and I'll do a little shot of whether or not first gear works. I did change the fluid in here. It didn't look bad. I didn't see. Oh, great. Where's my washer? On myself? Oh, nope, there it is. Yeah, I changed the fluid in it. I didn't see anything glittery or any bad signs. All the shift levers seem to move and flip between gears pretty well. So we're just gonna, I had a wrench. Gonna hope that it does what it's supposed to do. Oh, that's because I put my wrench over here. Why didn't you guys tell me that? Or tell me that it's the wrong one. Yep, that's smart. Well, be right back. So for anybody's reference, these are 1/2 inch, not 7/16. If you end up doing this yourself, and then those bolts that hold the transmission to the bell housing, those were a 5/8 socket, just in case anybody wants to know. Next question is, how do I tighten this one? A quarter turned at a time. Not even a quarter. That's me exaggerating. So, 3 hours later, we might get this one. Yep. They don't make this very easy. Or the fact that every time I bump the floor, there's dirt in my eyes. That's fun. Lots and lots of fun. Can we? Sure. Just roll the truck around, right? Oh, something's working. Huh. We're getting closer. Resistance is good, I think. I'm scooting over here. I'm tired of getting dirt in my eyeballs because I can't see anything I'm doing. Why? Because I'm under an old truck. Oh. Well, now I can see what I'm doing, but there's still not much room to get on here. I am on the struggle bus for the one bolt. maybe spin it that way. Oh yeah. Huh. Just roll the truck while you're under it. That's fine. We don't need to worry about safety. Or maybe we do. Just kidding, everybody. Always be safe working on your old truck. These are just projects. It's more important than what I just knocked more dirt in my face. I hope you guys are enjoying that. I can't tell you how many times I've just knocked dirt in my face. So, note to self, probably should clean the underside of the truck. Just thinking, out loud. Nobody listening, except for you guys behind the camera. Last strap. This is taking way too long. My least favorite part of this. But if we have first gear, it's going to be really cool. Just saying. And there's a whole lot of mixed opinions on this 3-speed transmission. It's got a, on the side shift cover, it's stamped Orion and it's an RABL. Couldn't find a whole lot of information on it. If anybody watching this actually knows what the difference between all the different stamps and lettering on these is, tell me what I got. All I know is it's a 3-speed and it had this permanent pinion on the output shaft. So, in the comments, let me know if you guys know what it is. Because my old one had a drain plug and this one doesn't for the oil. They said that was different, but couldn't really find a whole lot of other information. But at the end of the day, as long as we have first gear, we can go back road cruising. And people won't honk at us at a stoplight when we can't get going. That'll be cool. So close. Can't even see what I'm doing. Well, it's safe to say that's on. Need to tighten that down. Where's that 7/16 wrench? There it is. So, let's pop this out. More dirt in my face. See if we can get oil on ourselves. Maybe. Put the actual shift cable in there. No, why would we want to do that? Oh! Hope you enjoyed that. That was fun. Maybe, just maybe, it really would be cool to have an actual speedometer. I've been driving this thing around for a couple of years just using that speedometer app on my phone. It'd be pretty cool if this actually worked. So I'm excited for that. I don't know. Might be kind of fun. That's hooked up. Maybe we should get some shift levers hooked up. Yeah, totally. So for those, they just go in these slots on the side. And I must have lost one of them because I don't have the little clip for it. So that's fun. I'm gonna say that that has to go behind that. So I'm pretty sure. Whoops. No, maybe not. Maybe I don't have a clue what I'm talking about. Well, let's just put that in there. So it's just these kind of clips that I've got holding it in. But it looks like I must have lost one when I was taking it apart. So that's fun. And that's in there. Put the last shifter out on the front shifter. There. Let's put it in neutral. What are the odds that I can find that under here and not have to go searching for a new one? Doesn't look very good. Well, that's fun. Okay, well, guess I'm not that lucky. Alright, well, so, get on there. I gotta find a little pin for this guy, if you can see my finger, to put up there. I'm gonna tighten all these bolts down, and then I'm gonna check on make sure the shifter does what it's supposed to, and I'm gonna catch up with you guys and let you know if it worked. Well, camera died before I could do my test drive, so I took it around the block, out on the highway. All the gears shift well, everything seems good. The speedometer now works, so we got a good running and driving truck. So that'll be all for this video, and we'll catch you on the next project.